Yo guys, what's going on? Super Studios here, and this is my top 5 Avengers films. Now, firstly, I'm just going to start off saying that I changed my YouTube name to Super Studios is because the review was like, I typed in the review, couldn't find my channel because there were so many called the review. So my friend helped me decide some new names, and Super Studios it was. Hope you guys like my new banner and my new logo. I'd like to give a massive shout out to my friend Urgent. He's a great designer, and he designed all my stuff for me, so thank you very much to you, Erden. But anyway, let's get on with my top 5 Avengers films. So my number 5 one is The Avengers Assemble. Now, I'm picking this for number 5 because it wasn't the best Avengers film. It was probably, yeah, number 5 for mine, but honestly I think people wouldn't even put it in their list. For one, the plot wasn't even that good. I mean, it was related to the comics, yeah, because, you know, Loki and everything, and the Katari, I can't pronounce it, sorry. But the plot wasn't that good, and the end plot where they shot the missile and they all died, I didn't like that bit. Could have, like, not designed, but plotted that a bit better, but I didn't like how they did that. But other than that, I did like Thor versus Iron Man. That was a good fight. Plus Captain America right at the end, which he wasn't technically in the fight. But plus, don't you think that if someone that you're trying to capture watches you fight and then turns himself in, don't you think that's a bit freaky? I mean, I know they were desperate to capture him because it was their mission, but it'd be a bit odd. I mean, in reality, which obviously there is no way the Avengers is reality, but normally they'd just probably just not capture him. They'd just like ask him where the scepter is, or even if he didn't know, they'd torture him or something. I don't know. But that's coming in on my number 5 spot. My number 4 spot is Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is one of my top 5s, obviously. But I kind of like this film. A lot of people have been giving a lot of hate for it, but I liked it because the plot was obviously good. But I hated the way they presented the Mandarin. For one, they were doing a good job with the Mandarin and everything. It's Iron Man's arch fucking nemesis and everything, and then they go and say that the Mandarin's not real. I mean, how can you do that? You was doing such a good job with him, then you fuck it up. I mean, that's pretty stupid. Plus, Iron Man 3 is coming in number 4 because it might as well call it regular man or something, because there's hardly any Iron Man in there. Most of his Iron Man remote controlling it, never even being in the suits, and half of him is repairing it. But I did like how they set up the stealth mode thing for that came into Avengers Age of Ultron. Spoiler alert. But the plot was and the suit, no, I didn't like that bit. There was no hardly any suit in there. I like the house party protocol, but if Tony's house was getting, if he just gave his address to a terrorist, then you're obviously gonna have to. Why didn't you just activate the house party protocol then to defend his house? So if those missiles came in, then they'd be able to stop them without anyone getting hurt and without Tony Stark breaking his suit. Plus, I don't see why he put his whilst he was gave his address out, why he was wearing Mark 42 when that is the most unfinished suit. Is the prototype. Should have worn like your first suit or something, because that'd be more like relatable. I mean, it'd be more logical, wouldn't it? Anyway, moving on to my number 3 spot, which is Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy is one of my favourite films, but it's not making it into my top 5, mainly because I loved it. I really loved it. Comedy, action, awesome special effects. Basically Avengers 2, but in space and without Ultron. But it's not making it into number 1 or 2 because I have my top 2 films are too good. And Guardians of the Galaxy, I loved it. The only bad thing about it is that it didn't really explain the Infinity Stones really well. I mean, it tried to. Well, it kind of did, but non-comic book readers wouldn't have understood it because if for instance, if it's the first Marvel movie they're watching, they're probably not going to understand it more. But I guess that was a good idea to do, seeing as it kind of pressure people to go see Age of Ultron because of it's got the Infinity Stones really explained in there. But anyway, moving on to my number 2 spot, which is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Now, I might be getting a couple of people questioning, like, what? Guardians of the Galaxy is so much better than that. But in my opinion, it is not. Mainly because of the action and how it more presented Captain America. Because in Captain America: The First Avenger, he was just a bum. Nobody really liked him. Nobody wanted him in the Avengers, but he kind of had to be there because his like storyline, plot, and everything. But Captain America: The Winter Soldier, they brought him back in a better style. He ditched his shitty Avengers outfit, which nobody liked, and brought back a nice black and blue one, which everybody loved. Also, the plot was really good. Hydra and everything. Captain America dying for no reason. Well, technically not dying, but freezing for no reason. But kind of, it was a good way he got frozen because he got to sleep for quite a while. So big nap there. But yeah, I loved the plot. I loved everything about that movie. I wouldn't really say there's anything negative about it. I mean, there's not much comedy in there. I don't think there is much, but I want to go see a Marvel movie and not get like I know Guardians of the Galaxy would have been a comedy, but I went to go see Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and I was like, yeah, this needed no comedy. There was so much action, so much story. It was all packed into one film, and I loved that about the film. Also, I liked how they presented the Falcon character. I mean, they could have made him a better suit like the one in the comics or the cartoon, whichever one you want to relate to. But I think they could have introduced it a bit earlier than the end of Age of Ultron. Spoiler alert, by the way. Anyway, moving on to my number 1 Marvel movie of all times, which is, no surprise, Avengers: Age of Ultron. Now, obviously, you can tell why this movie is number 1. If you wanted to go check out my top 5 moments and my review, the link will be in the description below, or it will be right there now. But I loved this movie. It was great. There was nothing wrong with it really. I just loved it. Comedy, like it's basically Guardians of the Galaxy but on Earth, which is technically what the Avengers was in space to Guardians of the Galaxy. But I loved how they did the plot. The plot, obviously, everyone knew about Ultron unless you're a non-comic book reader and you just went to go see it off scratch, or if you're like me and you went to go do your research on comic books and everything, which I actually did for Age of Ultron. I had no idea who Ultron was until I did my research. Sorry. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. My official, there is no official rating. Sorry, but hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be starting to improve my videos now because I'm getting a better editing set. I'm not just going to be using my phone. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, for more videos. And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.